Like, right, a beautiful star. Like, right, a beautiful star. That's why if you know that song, that means you're a weeb.
Did you mix the English and Japanese part?
I didn't know how to sing Doyoku. Hi, I live in shame, Annie.
And I'm Minty.
And this is FunUntitled, where we serve every podcast an F you.
So because most of us don't watch openings, we're gonna go over Chainsaw Man.
Everyone saw Chainsaw Man opening. It had like 20 movie references.
Oh, that's right. And you've probably never seen a single one of them.
How dare you? You've probably never seen the opening once without looking away to look at your phone.
I've seen The Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah.
That's an okay movie. Did we say Chainsaw Man yet?
We must have. So, what is Chainsaw Man? Or should we say, is Chainsaw Man?
Because to be fair, we did not see the Chainsaw Man part a lot in this 12 episode series.
They CGI'd him beautifully in the episodes he was in.
No, I mean, okay, want to start with animation? I think animation-wise, it was very nice. The battle scenes were incredibly dynamic, and I loved the 360 view of some of these matches.
I mean, same animation studio that did Jujutsu Kaisen. We're entering a new phase where people are getting really spoiled by the animators.
Which is like something you kind of wished for when you like first started watching anime like in like the 2000s. But they kind of got that Sailor Moon Crystal effect. But they're really pretty, but the expressions... See, I think Jujutsu Kaisen still had expressions. Chainsaw Man, they're all dead in the eyes.
I mean, you're not the only one who thinks that. I think it's insane when people want like, hey, we understand this anime came out in 2022. We want a remake already. We want you to be more authentic with the manga. To which I say, just read the fucking manga. Okay, this is a little spoilers. There's a chapter where Denji is like dumbfounded, and it is the same panel of Denji looking dumb 7 times in a row. Cause the man, whoever wrote Chainsaw Man, I forget his name, is not afraid to copy and paste a goddamn panel to emphasize that this scene is awkward. It reminds me of this scene from, I think it's called Invincible, the one that was on that Amazon show about the superhero, I forget. Well, like, oh, hey, you're my hero in making comics. How do you get so good? How do you make it so fast? And he's like, oh, I reuse the same panels. Like, don't you think that's kind of lazy? And like, during the whole conversation, these panels are just being overused. And it's like, nah, I think it's fine.
To be fair though, not many people are noticing those kind of things anyways. And you gotta give props, you know, like if they're a really good drawer, then you know, you gotta put your energy in the right places.
I mean, the man put his whole pussy in some pages, so I get that.
So let's get into it, right? It starts off with the main protagonist, Denji, with no last name, which annoys the shit out of me. Because Denji's not an original name. It's not that unique.
I think it's supposed to help with the fact that he's a dog, because I think he's just supposed to have a really common name.
Like, does Aki have a last name?
Yeah, they call Denji, Aki, and Power whatever the fuck his last name is. I think like Higashiawa.
I don't know why I asked you a terrible Japanese name. But so, Denji is he was a devil hunter, right? Just kind of like a freelance kid.
I guess technically he was a devil hunter. He did sell devil parts to the Yakuza.
Kind of like Morha in Yashahime, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Morha didn't have a chainsaw. Oh, could you imagine?
No.
When Morha had like, motherfucking Tora and Setsuna has their own boy toy. Morha only has a chainsaw.
That's what she took from her uncle. But he has a dog named Pochita?
Yes.
Okay.
His nickname is Pochi.
And Denji is kind of living his homeless man life, trying to have his dreams of being a normal person with like mundane dreams of eating toast and bread, which is kind of okay. I wish it was a bit more dirtier and grittier if you're gonna do that.
Oh, manga got you fucking covered in that. Could not. When I read volume fucking 1, I was like so depressed at how gritty it was in the manga.
I'll one day read the manga. It's a little bit on the lower priority right now. But one day, this got me a little confused. He works for the Yakuza.
Yeah.
Then the Yakuza sells him out to the
Zombie devil.
the zombie devil. But
Yeah.
the zombie devil had already killed the Yakuza and turned them into zombies.
Yeah. What part did you get confused? The Yakuza only recently got in touch with the zombie devil.
Oh. Why did the zombie devil want Denji?
He just want to get rid of devil hunters.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't anything against Denji at this point. It was just, hey, I just recently took over the Yakuza. I heard that you killed devils. Fuck you. I'm trying to live my life there.
So devils are not like demons and curses. Wait, they're a personification of people's negative feelings?
They are the personification of people's fears around that item. So like if someone's afraid of guns, then the gun devil's gonna pop up into the world from hell.
Okay, so it actually is similar to curses in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes, but unlike curses in Jujutsu Kaisen, people know that devils exist in this world. Like in the newest, like there's a whole club in high school called the Devil Hunters Club.
I love that for this series. I'm sick of like a secret society shit. It's kind of annoying.
They get no fucking respect though as devil hunters. The people look at them like, hey, thanks for whatever.
Just like the military.
Just like the military.
Oh, there should be a Devil's Hunters discount.
So Denji gets ex-nayed by the zombie devil and he's like in the trash. He's like, well, I guess I'm never going to be able to afford bread. And Pochita's like, hey Denji, I love your dream of eating bread and touching boobs. I'm gonna become your heart. And then Denji's like, what? And he wakes up as the chainsaw devil man.
This is a pretty cool scene with just him like, oh, what do you call it? Dynasty Warrior. Killing all the minion devils to get to the main one.
If I had any music tune in my body, I would be singing the Devilman opening. Love that opening. Hate the anime.
Devilman Crybaby?
Yeah.
Oh, don't even talk to me about that series.
So yeah, no, it is very beautiful animation, especially for episode 1.
Yeah, and then when he's down on his luck, he gets enlisted by I forget what the name, Makima's group.
I mean, I think they're just called the government dogs.
They're like human, protection, devil, blah, blah, blah.
There is no way there's an acronym. I would
No, there's
just
no acronym.
Oh,
They have a name.
the organization without a cool acronym. That was their name. I think that is the Devil Hunters group. Like, actually, official TM. Oh my god, they're the Devil Hunters with the certified blue checkmark.
The DMC of the anime world.
So Makima's like, hey, I'm going to do the blue exorcist thing where you join us or we kill you. And then she's like, okay, are you into me? And Makima's, yes. Okay, I will do whatever you say.
Manipulative.
Oh my god, when I say that Denji and Makima's ship is not there, folks. Like, I understand there's a movie date later. That's a small spoiler, but who cares? It's not healthy.
The ramen scene was a bit long.
Ramen scene was a bit long. Her just straight out treating him like a dog does not change.
I wish that was longer because that was at least a unique aspect to the relationship. But it's either like keep playing with it or don't do it at all. Because they did it for one episode and that was it. And I know you could tell me they bring it up again, but I'm like, either it's their thing or it's not. So now Denji's big dream is to touch boobies. I mean, it always was.
No. His big dream is to eat bread. He got the bread. He moved on to touch boobies. Because I need you to understand, my boy is going up the hierarchy needs. Okay, we have securing food and shelter. We're moving on to boobies. And after that, we can come to self-realization.
Let's talk about Denji a little bit. I think the whole vibe of the show is not a most serious one, right? They have a lot of slang. They have a lot of fuck the morals that a righteous hero would have, right? Like, you wouldn't really call them heroes, but they're not anti-heroes either. They're just people kind of doing their job. And for Denji, he's literally a kid, right? And I just feel like I kind of like his character, but I also kind of hate Denji at the same time.
You know what's interesting is that this never happened to me before. Well, like, I read the manga. Well, I read Chainsaw Man when it first came out, and I could not fucking stand Denji. But then the anime came out, and I was like, oh, I don't know why. I like Denji more. And my cousin explained it to me. Oh, in the anime, they toned down, like, how stupid and sex-crazed Denji is, and they make him more, like, naive and not as horny, surprisingly, because boy is horny, and don't get me wrong. So I was like, oh, okay, do you like that? And my cousin's like, no, I don't like the anime version. So it really is, Denji does give off a different vibe from the anime and the manga.
Oh, interesting. I guess it'll be interesting to compare and contrast when I actually read the manga too. So Denji is a dumbass, right? And he meets Aki, who's like this super overly serious character. I like Aki, but I feel bad for Aki because I feel like he has a lot of history and build up and a lot of potential. But the way the series is written, you know it's all gonna go to waste because Denji's the main character.
Now, do you think Mr. Hayakawa is
You
a
don't know
Sasuke
his
clown?
fucking name.
I know his name. Now tell me, is he a Sasuke clone?
Yeah, every black hair character who's more aloof and kind of thinks of themselves as better than people is a Sasuke clone.
As being Megumi from Jujutsu Kaisen, you know, from Black Clover, and the guy who looks just like Sasuke in Final Fantasy.
Oh god. You know that one, I don't know who came first. Final Fantasy is an old series.
Yeah, but that one's from a newer Final Fantasy where I think they get it into a car.
There are chocobos and there are cars. Vastly different in transportation.
This is where the chainsaw dub comes in clutch here. It's Denji and Aki, they're having a little scuffle because I guess they're both in love with Makima. So that's when Denji goes, nuts or nothing. And the testicle demon comes and attacks Aki. And I'm like, I don't know what they said in the sub, but I love the dub.
That was hilarious. And then like the last episode, character growth.
Character growth.
Bonding over testicle torture.
Getting them family jewels.
I wonder if as a person with testicles, would that feel more physical? Because it's an experience, I've been told, when you get hit in the balls.
I imagine just watching She's the Man and Amanda Bynes got hit in the dick and Amanda Bynes like looking at everyone's like, what? Everyone seems to be like shocked. Oh yeah, shit, I'm a guy. Oh.
I gotta watch that movie.
And then everyone's like, oh wait, so we have an orange blonde boy, we have our emo black hair boy. We want to need our pink hair healer.
Healer?
Well, she technically healed. Every time
What?
Aki
No!
no, every time Aki got fucking stabbed, Denji was like, Power, do something, you're the blood devil, make sure he doesn't bleed out. And Power's like, that's not really my forte, but I guess he does pay the rent, so...
So I'm just gonna apply pressure, which anybody can do.
No, she's using her blood powers from Avatar to keep the blood in.
Bullshit. She said that's difficult for her to do.
But she does it anyways because we expect her to be the Sakura character.
As someone who's never seen or read Chainsaw Man till now, but has seen the huge popularity that Power is, I thought Power was gonna be a much better and interesting character, but she ends up just being the useless hero in like every fucking female and every other shonen series.
Yeah, sorry, babe. She's just waifu bait. She's Denji's annoying little sister. Oh my god.
She's basically a 02 clone.
Oh my god, she is. See, I didn't like Power at all in the manga. I only like her from the fan art.
You can say it about any girl!
I'm not trying to defend Power here. I'm just telling you my personal experience.
And the whole Meowie and Bat Devil thing, we could have left that out. I gained nothing from that.
She's just supposed to introduce what a fiend is.
Pick a better fiend.
I think it's supposed to introduce the whole, oh, Denji could have other women. He could have the prostitute devil, but he wants Makima. Because like the whole really uncomfortable booby grab scene.
I thought that was kind of funny, though. It was like awkward, but like, I don't know, like when dreams don't come true. It's like a boner killer moment, and it's kind of funny to watch that.
It's funny because I remember you distinctly being like, oh yeah, I'm really jiving with the fact that maybe he doesn't want to just grow boobs. But then immediately the Makima scene happened afterwards where she's like, you see, Denji, you can't just kiss any girl. You need some sexual tension with that girl. And you were like, oh, I'm disappointed where they took this.
Yeah, oh shit, I forgot what I wanted from that. I thought it could have gone somewhere cool, but shit, I can't. That whole disappointment just kind of washed over me, and I can't think of what. Very demisexual vibe then.
Very demisexual. This boy is teetering on asexual.
Oh no!
I said teetering.
He was crushing hard on, I always forget the name, Himino?
Oh, yeah, that was her name. He did not crush on her. She was just the only one open leg being like, hey, come here.
I mean, he did say no in the end.
Yeah, he did say no for that old lollipop, the Chupa Lupa.
Oh, that was gross.
I didn't tell him to eat it. He just did it.
Yeah, so now we're like, okay, Denji wants Makima. He joins up with the Division Force. So he meets Himino with the Ghost Fiend.
Ghost Devil.
Whatever. What's her name?
Kobani.
Kobani. We don't know her thing.
No, she keeps that a secret the whole series.
The whole series?
The whole series. So like people think she has the Luck Devil.
Damn. And what's his face?
Honestly, it's what's his face. We do not know. And that's the last time we'll talk about him.
And they fight the Infinity Devil.
Eternity Devil.
Eternity Devil.
To try to get a piece of the Gun Devil.
Another thing I could have gone without. That was just so long just to like not like a lot of characters at the end.
Hey, this was the arc where I dropped the manga initially. I was just like, this is so fucking boring and I hate it.
You know why? Because this should have been like the Land of Wave arc, where you like really establish the characters as a group, you fall in love with them, you figure out the dynamics, they figure out their own dynamics. So that way when Himino dies, there was an impact. But there wasn't because you don't like her. There's nothing likable about her.
It's really funny because someone explored the fact that no one likes Himino, but like a lot of them is for the wrong reasons. Like a lot of people don't like Himino because like she had tried to have sex with Denji when he's a minor, and then other people don't like Himino because like she has short hair and looks too masculine.
What the fuck kind of reason is that?
And then another person, people like they think Himino is grooming Aki because she met him as a minor and fell in love with him. And it's just like, okay, so Himino's just not doing anyone any favors. I hate Himino because of the whole wife scene. It was so disgusting in the manga.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't like it because she didn't do anything, and then they tried to make me feel something when she died, or like feel something when the ghost devil gave Aki the cigarette, and I'm like, you've done nothing. You didn't help Denji. You almost wanted to like sacrifice him when you thought Aki was gonna die. Like, what kind of fucking team is this? Which I guess was not a team because they disbanded very quickly.
Oh wait, Kobani, thoughts?
Now, when they did the whole everyone dies scene, that was pretty fucking cool. It was very cinematic. And I love the whole like the slow down, the music change, and Kobani just kind of wrecked shit with that old lady. Then she wrecked shit with the snake devil. I think it's very cool. The animation was very nice. I'm very excited to see more of Kobani, but I also don't really care if they do because I don't really expect much from her because I don't like the bitchy ones. I don't care if she could have been this or a prostitute. Go be a sex worker. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna feel bad for you if you do.
Well, Kobani's supposed to represent someone's actual, like, realistic reaction to be thrown into this world. Just constantly screaming.
I think that's a fair point, and I think that could act as a good foil, right? But I don't want to see that. I just want to see badass characters make a scene because this doesn't feel like a series where you need a foil. You know, like My Academia, you need that like hero and anti-hero foil to make the hero look better. It doesn't make Denji, Power, or Aki look better if Himino is there because you don't like her or the three.
You have just pissed off a shit ton of Kobani fans.
I thought people like Kobani's car.
Yeah,
that one
you know,
popularity post said.
That do be true, though. That do be true.
So I don't think I'm not really pissing off a lot of people.
Oh, funny. But yeah, fuck Kobani. So, well, now we're technically in the Gun Devil arc because, like, you know, like you said, everyone dies in the Devil Hunters because I guess Katana Man came with Kenma from Haikyuu. They kind of wreck shop, and then Aki's like, well, I'm gonna make a deal with the future devil kids. Have fun with whatever the fuck you're doing.
Oh, I thought it was kind of cool. I like to see like a revolt against the government in a sense, but I thought they were fighting the Denji and Aki clones. Like, if you're gonna be a series that has a lot of powers and stuff, then give me more variety and uniqueness. Like, I thought the Ghost Fiend was fine, but literally, you made the same design as Chainsaw Man, and you did the same hand symbol creates a devil to come. Like, what the fuck?
You know what sucks the most? Snake is 10 times cooler than Fox. It's a whole, you know, eat, regurgitate. What can Fox do?
I don't know. They don't, apparently, we don't see Fox again.
Yeah, sorry, Fox. I'm gonna con you out of existence.
I don't know, maybe he saw Jujutsu Kaisen and was like, I can't have him be like Megumi, so let's give him something else.
Let's give him the most non-flashy power.
Is that what he's just gonna have? Future sight?
Yeah, that's it, baby.
And then his future sight is only like 2 seconds in the future and he can't do it that often.
Yeah, but now he has a gay future devil dancing in his eyeball all the time.
Like, I give a fuck. And okay, we're kind of jumping around a bit, but the future devil, does he still have the other 2 people in his contracts?
Yeah, you got multiple contracts. Like, the number 1 devil hunter, Kishibe, he has 4.
Okay, he has 4, but can a devil make multiple contracts with multiple humans then?
Oh yeah, the Fox Devil makes contract with any hot men.
God damn, Aki. I think you're in the wrong profession if a devil wants you.
Yeah, so I think the future devil, even though I think he moved into Aki's eye, he's still in a contract with 2 other smucks.
I don't know if I necessarily like the idea that like the future devil is locked up, but is like also working with them. Like, you're either one or the other.
Well, clearly he's a fucked up little man who's like, hey, Aki, I'm going to make a contract with you free of charge because you are going to die the most horrible death and I want to see it. So you can't, like, these devils don't care if they're locked up. They just want to do their own little fucked up plans.
That's why they should just be out reinforcing. Like, they should have a hotel room.
They should have a farm, a devil farm. Farm a devil.
Because you can't make a contract without their approval anyways. Oh, so going back, Makima's powers. Very interesting. She's obviously not human. I mean, look at her in the eyes.
Yeah, same eyes as Power. Same fucking color scheme as Power.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. Didn't realize it until I saw them in color. I remember when we first met Makima, like, oh, it's a really popular girl, Power. I was like, no, they're 2 different characters.
Oh yeah, that was very confusing. I guess I should have known because one has horns in their head. I don't like Makima's character, not because of the way she treats Denji, but just because she looks so goddamn young in an old man world. But I guess because she's not human, it doesn't really matter. And then I thought the scene with her and the Yakuza, it was overbearing. Like, I thought it was kind of cool, but it's also like, how do you prove that the eyes are, you know, there and that you can put it back? Like, I feel like you've already done the threat. Like, there's no point in them listening to you. You can go out without one eye.
Now, I just want to know, how did all these people get their eyeballs taken and none of them got a phone call being like, babe, this ginger came and like, holy shit, took my eyeballs.
I don't know. Is that her powers? Is that somebody else's powers?
She said that she has an employee that can put the eyeballs back.
Yeah, that doesn't help. That could just be a doctor. So we meet Kishibe. He's like the Kakashi or Gojo or Frankenstein of the group.
Stein's done nothing in Soul Eater.
He did the whole Soul Link or Soul Resonance shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I forget. There's a whole list of Kakashi clones as well. They're just none of them is as cool or as good as Kakashi is. Uehara.
Gojo wishes he was like Kakashi.
Oh, fuck Gojo. I thought it was kind of cool that he was like gonna train them and his training is like tough love and, trial and error. I wish, one, we saw more of it. And two, no, actually, that's just it. I just want to see more of it. Because when they got to like, okay, you hit me once, we can go from once a day to once a week. And I'm like, once a week? What the? They didn't gain any power up. What the hell's going on? Because when you see them in the last battle, they don't do anything different. Okay, I guess Denji's got the leg thing now. But that was an anticlimactic match.
Bitch, I've been fighting for an anticlimactic Chainsaw Man from day one. It's a weird series because I believe the author says that he doesn't like doing this week by week release of his story.
What does he want?
I don't know. I think his dream was him just to complete a whole series and tell people to binge it all at once. That's why he does so many one-shots.
You could technically do that. You could finish Chainsaw Man and just release it weekly. I mean, it might be a waste of time if nobody picks it up, but still.
Now, this man's crazy. This is also the man who, like, he talked about this manga that he published, like, it actually was published, and then he realized, oh, sorry, I didn't even draw that manga. It was published in my head.
Damn.
My favorite tidbit is still the fact that he was impersonating a 13-year-old girl who loved Chainsaw Man, so Twitter, like, banned his account for impersonation.
To be fair, that is weird.
Well, he wasn't hurting anyone.
Sure, but it's weird. Okay, and then the series basically ends where they defeat the
Katana Man.
and the snake girl.
Kenma from Haikyuu.
She commits suicide, which is kind of cool. And then they just start a whole new division of all the survivors. Oh, and Denji has an inner demon, just like Naruto, just like Yuji.
What's funny is that in the opening, when they get to the part, like, I feel like I've forgotten something, they show the door.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the door kind of plays a part. It doesn't really. There's just kind of a twist where, like, he opens the door and it's just like, oh my god, Pochita.
Pochita. No, but I think it's an okay story with animation that's too good for it. Like, I don't think it has the plot holes that Jujutsu Kaisen has, but it doesn't have the oomph that, like, My Hero Academia has. Like, it's not really a series really worth talking about. I mean, you're literally in it for the ride, and I think I compare a lot with Jujutsu Kaisen. They're both that, like, grittier themes. They have the same beginning plot of, like, a kid who's fairly normal. He combines with, like, the devil or a curse that's a really big deal. In Jujutsu Kaisen, we know the reason why it's a big deal. In Chainsaw Man, we don't know why, but it seems like a lot of people want his heart. They have to join an organization or they die. They meet a Sasuke clone and a useless girl, even though I love Nobara. But the three of them do not hang out a lot, so it's weird that they're a group. Which I like in Chainsaw Man, it's not explicitly them three, but Jujutsu Kaisen, it is explicitly them three, because they're the three first years. And they're both protagonists in which they don't have a goal. They're just in this shitty situation and they have to make the best of it. And I feel like that's like this Gen Z model, that we don't have to necessarily work hard. We just have to come to a place where we can thrive and be happy, which is not bad necessarily. I just wish Denji and Yuji weren't the ones leading the way, because Yuji's a boring character and Denji's horny on main.
No offense. Can't stand Yuji.
Oh, Yuji sucks. At least Denji has a personality. That's why I like Yuta.
Oh, Yuta's cool.
Yuta's fantastic.
See, the problem is that Denji has a personality, albeit a bad one in some of people's opinions, and he has a really cool power. Cool looking, I should say.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Yuji...
Oh, it's the most boring his power.
I think his power, he can punch really well.
And twice.
Okay, so, yeah, going from Hunter x Hunter's been there, done that.
I mean, Goku has been there, done that.
So, well, I'm interested to see a main character, like you said, just thrown in a really shitty situation and just trying to be thriving with the, like, kind of selfish, I don't know, Yuji selfish?
No, actually. Yuji has very pure intentions. A very Spider-Man with great power comes great responsibility kind of mentality.
Oh yeah, dead grandpa.
Yeah, so, I don't know, we'll see. I'm sure there's gonna be a series with this kind of Gen Z protag like, and this is basically the first draft of it all. So somebody's gonna see this formula and be like, I can actually do something good with it.
I feel like that's kind of a shoujo thing. Oh, maybe it's isekai.
Oh god, no, stop. No way, fucking isekai. That shit has been booming in popularity.
Fun fact that some person I follow on Twitter was like, isekai is weird because it used to be girls falling into a fantasy world with hot guys. Now it's guys falling into a fantasy world and everyone's 11. You got a lot of hate for that. She had to delete the tweet.
That's true though, some of them. I mean, come on. I got reincarnated as a slime, whatever. Anyway, so I guess here's to looking forward to season 2 whenever it fucking comes out.
Spoiler alert, we meet the bomb devil. That's right, we're afraid of bombs.
I mean, since 2001, right?
Okay, bye.